Welcome everyone back to SkillzVault. It's time for the Brazil first qualifier. My name is not Testry. You may be wondering where he's gone. Well, we kidnapped him slightly. He's not here in the broadcast this time around. And Tarzan's face of horror, as I say it myself, obviously Highland Wolf. We're going to guide you through, though, this time, the desk segment, as we said. We've not got Testry, unfortunately, with us, but it is the first qualifier of Brazil. Tarzan, new region, new excitement, quite honestly.
Yeah, I think so. And we talk about how that region has been so packed with talent, to be fair. When you look at the global stage as well, of course, we talk about the SkillzVault potentially being that, stairwell, right? To maybe pro player, if you do well, it can give you a good chunk of prize money, you can reinvest into your own gear, etc. But this region, man, so packed with players with passion, a lot of pro players from there that has huge and great career longevity, to be fair, some of the best teams in the world. So who knows, maybe we will have one of the best regions for SkillzVault as well.
So as we said, it's going to be the first qualifier of what will be 4. Tarzan, quite honestly, we've got 4 chances for again in this region to step up. It's going to be some big shoes to fill, though, because we're coming off of 4 other fantastic regions that have shown what they can do so far. China obviously going to be tomorrow to close it out, and then we've only got Brazil to come. And I think they've obviously, as we said, got a lot of real work to make up when it comes to putting in the expectations versus the other regions.
Yeah, I guess so. But sometimes that's the thing, right? We have this system, which we should introduce to all of you about this power factor that we talk about. So basically, we have our own system when it comes to the math side of things, where you get some points for having a good placement, and of course you get some points for every kill that you get. And sometimes when you too focus on these maths, you can't play your best game, right? You just need to know the basics of PUBG. Don't overthink it, because this is going to be solo mode, as some of you may know. So yeah, we're looking forward to some great solo plays.
Good solo plays, but also going to gather a little bit more of information about how the tournament runs in our video explainer video.
Hi there, SkillzVault is finally live. There is an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far, or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. If you are from Brazil and your unfulfilled dream is to play alongside a star and become a professional esports player, there's only one way you can make it happen: SkillzVault. But how can you participate in it? It's very, very easy. You enter the specially prepared SkillzVault website, which you will find at the address skillvault.gg. Then you will find the sign up tab. There you will be able to see the option to sign up for one of the 4 qualifying tournaments. Thanks to that, you will join the stars who are waiting for you in the match stage of the tournament. And which stars we are talking about? Bruno Clash is the first player with whom you can form the best duo in the fight for the global SkillzVault champion. Nantin Pausi is the second player waiting for you. Remember to sign up as soon as possible. Okay, so remember that there are 4 qualifying rounds. So even if you can't sign up for the first one, we'll accept you on the second with open arms. So if you are ready to become the best, it is worth knowing how and what you will fight for. In each country, the tournament was divided into 3 stages. The first is the qualifying phase, the second is the match phase, and the third is the final. Together with the stars, you will take part in 2 of them, gaining both individual points and those that will add up to the global SkillzVault ranking. If you are the best in your country, a big share of the $6,000 prize pool in Bitcoin Vault awaits you. But that's not all. If your country turns out to be the best among all participants, you will receive a whopping $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault prize and the SkillzVault champion title, as well as eternal respect and a chance to be noticed by headhunters looking for players. If this sounds like an opportunity to you, don't waste it. Sign up now.
Tarzan, where was Testry? We saw him. He was right there.
Man. Well,
he was right there. We saw him.
He's in Narnia. Like when you can't
He's gone
find
through
him
the cupboard, but we locked the cupboard door behind him.
Too far into a cupboard, and then you're lost. He's somewhere. Like winter comes early, guys. Like I mean, we are here from Europe. Like hello, okay. I can't say it in all European languages, but we will, change to wintertime very soon. Right, so maybe he's just waiting for us in Narnia already, in the right climate for sure.
Like we're going in time travel, Tarzan, in this case. That's what's so exciting about it. We get to be real live time travelers. Either way, though,
yeah.
of course, so that was out for the video where, of course, you can fight for your $6,000 share of the Brazilian prize pool and, of course, go into the finals later on of Brazil finals where 5,000 Bitcoin value worth of prize money. And Tarzan, also you can sign up right now. Not you though, because you're casting with me. Right. I've got you right here. We're going to be in the games anyways. But you at home,
I really want to try.
You can sign up. You can sign up for the Brazilian first qualifier at SkillzVault.gg. Make sure you get in onto the game before we start in just what will be about 20 minutes time. And of course, our second game later today to make sure you can secure your spot with those fantastic influences inside the Brazilian finals.
Yeah, great. I mean, I love looking at the influencers. Sometimes it's not just about the skills that they bring, it's so much about, the character. Sometimes they do have these face cam, you can see them trying to bond and interact with the winners, I would say, from each qualifiers. Of course, we do have just one player qualifying from each qualification round. We do have 4. But the good thing is, if you don't make it the first time round, you can come back for the remaining weeks. And of course, we have this same time, same day of the week for 4 weeks, right? This is the first one. 3 more chances if you can't make it. But you know what? Before we talk about those, you should really just focus on winning this one.
Focus on number 1.
Yes, focus on today, right? So you need to have, a decent, almost consistent performance. We love consistency. You need to be consistently consistent, right? And so you come here, get some points game 1, and then game 2, end the summer with decide the destiny for now, right? Until you get to decide it one more time in those finals against the 3 other competitors, of course.
Yeah, of course, we've got 2 more influencers and already what has been 8 fantastic ones, but now we have our Brazilian ones, which are Bruno Clash, and I will try to pronounce it correctly, Nantin Pausi, who will be our second one with us. And quite frankly, I always think it's really exciting to look at those influencers, Tarzan, because they bring a whole different dynamic to these players, on top of the fact that obviously these players are not only fighting to play with the influencers, but also, rightly as we mentioned, get scouted up by these headhunters in the industry.
Hopefully, I mean, like, we've got some extremely good players. I mean, look at the macros, which is usually lacking. You know, a lot of players, learn the game, they play a lot, they become very good in gun control and all these stuff. But you can see when you're fighting at a certain level, it's all about that big brain play, right? You're trying to get something done with, at the least amount of effort, if possible. Sometimes you just need to really spray it out. There's no way for you to outsmart the other person. But you know what? Seems like what we've seen so far, those who perform well are those who have, big brains, have some smart plays, and really do look forward to seeing more.
Of course, going to see more though when it comes to particularly these solo players, and I'm hoping to see what we saw in the lobby, which was 40-50 players in the Chinese region. I thought that was fantastic to see, and quite frankly, it also added up to the difficulty of getting into those finals, and you really had to work for it. Of course, now coming into the Brazilian qualifiers, however it's going to be, however many players, even if we don't get that many, I'm really looking forward to what we can bring, because this is the first time I'm casting this region and I want to see them really perform. I have not seen what these LATAM teams can really do.
You know what? I'm just going to come in with an open heart, and of course, I do lose my advantage of being able to, understand names that other people don't understand. I'm talking about the Chinese region,
Yes.
which, if you guys do stick with us through tonight and you enjoy what you see, of course, other than signing up, you can also watch not just today but the remainder of qualification, also tomorrow's Chinese region finals. We have quite a lot of games right there, but then you can see how it works. And I mean, if you've been playing this region and you happen to want to come back again, or if you qualify, you kind of want to know how it works. So all that format we'll see more clearly tomorrow as well, for that very, very good regions that we've seen so far.
Also, when it comes to obviously fighting for our prize pool, we said as a reminder, guys, that there is going to be a $6,000 share Bitcoin vault value inside each of these qualifiers to pick up, on top of, again, that $5,000 value of Bitcoin, again, inside the finals. So if you do want to sign up, it definitely is where at SkillzVault.gg. The qualifiers will be running every single Saturday for the next 4 weeks, and then we'll head into our finals. Quite frankly, though, I'm getting ready to get into it, Tarzan. I'm also thinking, though, one thing, right? Who is going to be our best region? Because when we look towards the finals, yes, we've not seen what Brazil has been, but what has it been the most scary region that we had to live up to for you, for Brazilian teams?
Oh, it's tricky, right? Well, look at the average level across the whole region. I have to say, the China region has been doing the best so far. Very competitive. It's not just about the number of players that we see, it's about the skills. Honestly, that's it. Just better in skills. But when we look at the competitors who came through from qualification, the representative of the region, I do feel like Korea could be right up there as well. I mean, we've got some of the best players that we've seen. Extremely clean, very consistent, almost winning every single time that we've seen him play.
I think actually it's been really scary to watch these teams play, or watch these players play, should I say, because they have been playing on a level that, I'm just going to say it again, has been near shy to PMPL qualification level, PMPL tournament level. I think that we are really having our hopes. I always feel spoiled, actually, is what I feel like, coming from this region into a new one. It's what I feel like, Tarzan, because we get so used to this good quality in this great region, and then we're coming into Brazil, and I'm wanting to see that again.
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing, right? When you've been extremely spoiled, you eat all these good food, and suddenly you can't stand bread. It's something like that as well. And I mean, that's the thing, right? We do try to be those gatekeepers, not in game, right? Because I can maybe do that. Wolf probably will be hiding behind a bus, and he would admit that too. But I'm talking about doing this benchmark. Yeah, beep bus. The benchmark of how we assess these players, right? What are the signs and indications that you have those potential And we will be extremely honest, sometimes painfully honest about those. But you know what? We are not sorry for it, but we'll for sure give you that credit when you've done a great play. And sometimes, that's the thing. We can't see absolutely everything, but you need to be happy with your performance as well. I think that is one of the most important things.
I also think that it's an interesting decision on which way to go, particularly in these solo games, of course, when it comes to those points in terms of placement points, because there's a lot more, right? You can earn up to 400 placement points this time around if you can win a chicken dinner. Of course, dropping by 20 to the 10th position and then by 5 points thereafter to the 40th position. But you're also looking at 30 points per kill, which I think has really been the decider for so many of these players, in particular coming into those qualification spots.
Yeah, I mean, 20-point difference in placement. Then I think 10 before we move on to 5. But yes, it's still it doesn't beat the kills. It doesn't beat the kills, right? And especially when it comes yes, math, yes. You know what? I probably too sleepy to do math like now. I mean, just too old for it. But we've seen some of these so-called records set by these finalists. And, before we move on to the second finals that we had before, we've got someone in first place with 8 kills, but that doesn't beat like second place with 9 kills, just because, the 20-point placement point difference doesn't make up for that extra kill.
Also, when it comes to those kills, this has been like the factors, yes, it decide, but we've also seen some of those best players when it comes to kills just wash out when it comes to trying to be so aggressive early on. And I think that's also the trade-off, right? It depends on where you're wanting to go early on. Do you want to grab those kills? Do you want to go for survival? Because I think it is very possible and very plausible to go for those placement points, but I think you'll also have to add that little bit of an extra spice. It's almost a shame to me, though, if players do get wiped out on one game, because you see them come back in the second game, and we had that actually in the most recent Chinese qualifier where a player comes back and it really pop off. But at least if they can't actually qualify, what we are doing, which is the exciting part, is the drama effect of it all, is they knock out those other players who have been having those opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen basically 2 main styles for those who found success on SkillzVault so far. I'm talking about qualifiers, of course. It's a little bit different for finals, right? And but yeah, 2 styles. One, you basically hot drop. You start, but there's a bit of coin flip because you never know if you land alongside someone in the same building. Is about luck, right? But they do start their domination in a city. They take quite a lot of players, farm a huge chunk of self-confidence as well. Then they just progress into maybe winning the whole thing. But we also have this different type, which could be my type. I'm not saying that I will win if I play, but is going to be playing from edge, catching out some of those who feel a little bit less ready to fight, I would say, in early game, just based on where they drop, right? And slowly sweep their way in. But in that situation, that vehicle would be even more important. I need people to get cars anyway. There's certain situations that you can only get out of with a vehicle.
Also, got some good news, Tarzan, because we have free Testry. He's going to be coming in just a couple of minutes. So we've got to hold on. We've got to keep our seats permanently glued to the bums of our chair. Tarzan. Words, it's late at night, okay? It's late at night. We don't know. We're struggling with maths now, it's English.
Yeah, sometimes what you need as humans is compassion, because look at this guy right here. We talk about him finding his suit in his closet now,
in his Narnia wardrobe.
And do you know how long it takes? Like, what seems to be a good 10 minutes in here must have been years in Narnia. He fought off beast. He fought off his own demons. He fought off the most.
Actually, guys, hello, everyone. Actually, guys, this was already prepared, because taking in advance that I have a lot of casts and streams, I have some sets prepared. So it was
amazing.
Minutes putting this and coming to you. But I've heard that you weren't talking about why me, because we have new Brazilian stars. Did you heard something about them?
Oh yeah,
not really. Yeah, that's what exciting, right? Yeah.
I try to keep it
we're like in sync.
I like
right now. We're in sync, Tarzan.
So one of them is playing PUBG and PUBG Mobile, like from the beginning of these games. The second one and the first one here today is a Brazilian caster, and he is nominated to be one of the best casters in the world in the Global Esports Awards. So here it is, Bruno Clash. Hello, I'm Tesri and you are watching SkillzVault. Today we have a very important guest. I hope we get to know him a little better. Bruno Clash from Brazil. Hi, hello, how are you today?
Olá, tudo bom? Tô bem, tô muito bem. Tô muito ansioso também por fazer parte da SkillzVault e muito feliz pelo convite, com certeza.
Okay, perfect. I will ask you a few questions. Please give me honest answers. Are you ready?
Yes. Sim!
All right, so let's go. First of all, I would like to ask you, who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
Bom, eu espero ser o cara que vai levar o Brasil à vitória, né? Com certeza vou dar o meu melhor, vou tentar ajudar a galera que eu estiver jogando junto também, vou acompanhar eles. Quem sabe eu também não posso ajudar de alguma forma os caras que já manjam muito do jogo a conseguir trilhar o caminho da vitória. Eu espero poder ajudar bastante. Também, quem sabe, ser ajudado.
Oh, I can feel this energy. I like it so much. But let's talk about the players. Who do you think I'm going to play with?
Bom, eu espero contar com os melhores jogadores do Brasil aí. Com certeza eu vou recrutar todo mundo para poder jogar comigo também, né? E quem sabe conseguir essa galera levar esse prêmio aqui pro Brasil, trazer pro Brasil. Nós temos muitos bons jogadores, inclusive um deles, um dos melhores do mundo, que é o Carrilho. Então eu espero que de repente, quem sabe, jogar com o Carrilho também, né? E temos também muito bons influenciadores, como por exemplo o Netenho. Quem sabe a gente não faz uma dupla boa aí.
Alright, so I cannot wait to see you in the finals. But talking about the finals, talking about the game, what are you going to focus on during the game?
Bom, eu vou tentar focar em ajudar os meus companheiros, né? Ajudar meus companheiros, porque eu vou dizer que eu não sou o melhor jogador do mundo aí, né? Mas eu faço um bom suporte, então eu vou tentar ajudar, acompanhar os meus parceiros e sempre estar lá quando eles precisarem. Caiu, eu vou estar lá para ajudar.
Alright, so you just said that you will support your teammates. That's a very diplomatic answer. I would like to know if you are also a good aimer, good at shooting. If your skill is on a higher level, please tell me that.
Bom, eu gosto de ajudar a equipe, claro, mas eu também gosto de dar uns tiros, né? Gosto de conseguir também me dar bem e pegar aí os adversários. Mas eu sou o cara que gosta realmente de dar aquele de longe, tá ligado? Conseguir fazer a mira bem precisa e poder pegar de longe com uma sniper, poder ajudar minhas equipes sem me expor tanto. Então eu prefiro ficar por trás e procurar a hora certa de acertar na cabeça.
Thank you, Bruno. I think we'll check that. I think we all will verify that during the game. Let's go with another question. So who do you think should participate in the event?
Bom, eu acho que eu devo chamar todo mundo que queira participar também. É claro que eu quero que o Brasil ganhe, então eu vou chamar com certeza, conclamar, chamar a galera para participar, que os jogadores já têm muito reconhecimento, claro, mas eu acho que também faz parte, todos os jogadores podem entrar nessa disputa e podem conseguir garantir a sua vaga, né? Então, você aí que tá jogando, você que joga muito bem, quer mostrar seu talento, esse é o local para você mostrar o que você sabe fazer dentro do jogo. Então, vem com a gente, participe. Então, eu vou chamar geral para poder vir fazer parte do time do Brasil.
Alright, so you've heard what Bruno just said. Sign up to the qualifiers, go to www.skillzvault.gg and do it right now. And the last question, according to you, Bruno, what is SkillzVault?
Bom, pra mim, SkillzVault é a oportunidade, é a chance que você tem aí, você que é um jogador e quer mostrar seu talento, é a oportunidade de conseguir brilhar e aparecer pro mundo.
Bruno, thank you so much for this interview. Thank you so much for watching and stay with us. Stay with SkillzVault. All right, and we see each other again. So Bruno Clash, yeah, a very nice guy. Do you like him? Because when I was talking to him, he is actually perfecto. And there is one situation when I asked him to say gol, golazo and stuff, because Brazilian casters are doing so. So he did that, and I hope in one of the videos we will see that.
Oh yeah, amazing. He's like your favorite uncle. You get what I mean? Like he's got that vibe.
Yes.
And he's like the one who brings you out for your first beer. He's the one who teaches you about like girls. And the one who allows you to play video games. Amazing.
Yes, oh man, muy perfecto. That's true. I absolutely love it. I also loved his background, quite frankly. I just liked all the like the plushies design. I had a similar design. It would never now be the same as what his is. So I always would be inferior to him.
You know, he's casting 14 different games. 14 different games. He's a professional casting in 14 different games. He'll say the game and he will cast it. Wow, fantastic.
Amazing.
Fantastic game. And we will see him on the finals, and he promised that he will take everybody in Brazil to play in our tournament. I want to see the lobby today, because if this guy made a promise, I think it will be a full lobby. If not,
okay. Now
maybe next week. Okay, let's go. Let's go with another guy from Brazil, another star. Who is that? Let's see. Hello again, I'm Testri and you are watching SkillzVault. This interview is to get closer to our stars, and today with me from Brazil is Nantim Pauzi. Hello, how are you today?
Opa, tudo bem? Eu tô ótimo, tranquilo.
Perfect, so I think we can start right now. The first question, who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
Eu vou ser um influenciador brasileiro, né? Eu vou jogar com os jogadores que ganharem a qualificatória e depois na final, todo mundo ali, ajudar eles a poder ganhar pelo Brasil.
Who do you think are you going to play with?
Bom, como vai ser uma competição difícil, de bastante gente, eu imagino, vai ter que ser o pessoal com mais skill, ou que pelo menos consiga trabalhar melhor, né? Então, tô esperando jogadores bons aí pra jogar junto.
Yeah, that can be a huge challenge. So, what are you going to focus during each game?
Bom, o Battle Royale, o importante é chegar no final vivo, né? Então, acho que sobreviver até o final aí vai ser o mais importante. E se a gente conseguir pegar bastante kill no meio do caminho, melhor ainda.
And I keep my fingers crossed for you to survive till the end and maybe eat a chicken dinner. So the next question is, who do you think should participate in the event?
Eu acho que todo mundo que joga o jogo e tem habilidade, é bom no jogo e quer mostrar essa habilidade, mostrar para as pessoas que é bom e talvez até começar uma possível carreira profissional aí deve participar. Então eu acho que qualquer pessoa, desde os mais amadores aos mais profissionais, tem a chance de participar aí.
And the last question, according to you, what is SkillzVault?
Bom, eu acho que é uma grande oportunidade para o pessoal que quer começar uma possível carreira profissional ou mostrar o talento que tem, já que vai ser um torneio bem grande que vai ser transmitido pelo mundo todo. Basicamente isso.
Thank you so much. I could say even obrigado. And to all of you, thank you for watching and stay with us. Stay with SkillzVault. Nantim Pauzi from Brazil is also here with us in SkillzVault, and he's waiting for you in the finals. And talking about the finals, together you need to win qualifiers, and this is the first of them. Guys, we'll start the match in less than 1 minute, so the stage is yours.
Oh man. Tarzan, 1 more minute before we get into our first Brazilian game of SkillzVault. I'm excited. I should say it like this, Tarzan, really, shouldn't I? How are you feeling?
Yes. I don't know how I feel, man. It's like I don't want to have okay, it'll get incredibly deep. Okay, you can go, you can leave, you can skip this segment if you don't like it. But it's like I don't want to have expectations, man. Like if you have expectations, you're bound to be disappointed most of the time.
No,
when you expect nothing, when you expect nothing, then you just get a little bit more thankful when things do come your way, right? So I'm coming in with an open heart, like just do my nitty gritty, the basics, knowing the map, knowing these key spots, and being extremely harsh on players to say, why do you do this and that? Where is your car? And all that stuff. So you can be promised some good casting after all.
And then it's me just happy to see the beat bus and Miramar as like the pinnacle of my expectations in every single tournament. PMGC just needs to see the beat bus. That's all we need, Tarzan. Also, though, quite frankly, I am just also wanting to see that guitar get played is what I want to see. That's my expectation here as well. I see it. It's been there since...
Well...
nigh on February, Tarzan. I'm not seeing it being played.
I'll ask for permission to maybe do that. Sometime, probably not today. We'll add it to the runoff show. And but yeah, like speaking of expectations, I want to play as well. Yeah, that's a lot of money on the line, and I do still have that maybe delusion of me maybe able to take it. But you know, out of these many people that see me cast right now, not a lot of them seen me play, and you actually is one of the few ones who actually see me play when I was a player. So man, yeah, like you can tell people you have a lot of power right now. You can tell them that I'm crap, but I know you're going to say the reality. Right? You can say the truth.
He's definitely very bad at PUBG now. He's actually really good. He's actually really good.
I was gonna say I'm gonna hurt him. Like if he said the wrong thing. Jokes aside. Like that's the thing. I think when we talk about SkillzVault or just alongside PUBG in general, it's about the rise of players. We talk about where stars are made. It all comes from played loads and loads of games. We talk about the classical map of Erangel, which we will see today, as well as the favorite desert tunes of Highland Wolf, to say the least. Of course, we're talking about the bus. I'm not going to say that because he'll use up all the quota for that. I'll apply for more, and and that's that. But yes, that's how good players are made.
It's expensive. So, that's also how I'm made, right? It's just like,
oh, true. I guess
I just need skins. There's plenty of skins for the bus. That's all we need. That's what like my casting like investment should go into. Quite frankly, like yeah.
Has there even been like some very, very good bus skins? I know there's been some, but there's nothing like.
It was already there. Like that was pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, like we've got these new cars coming out. We've got Teslas. We've got the McLaren a few months ago. So, like, we need something at that same caliber when it comes to the bus. I mean, mostly for you. I don't know if people care. Like, to be honest, but if you care, then I care.
Listen, I can't believe you just said this to me. People don't care. They gotta care. I make them care. It's the excitement. It's all. The tone of the voice. It's all about the way in which we portray the beat bus. Yeah, exactly. So if we portray it really well, then maybe they'll actually have some reason to pick it up in their games. That's like what it equals. It's like Highland Wolf excitement plus beat bus on Miramar equals players playing on the beat bus.
You know what? Like I'm going to bring, other than just your pure fondness over this type of car, I'm just going to talk about, you know, something about vehicles, because we talk about it quite a lot, and of course, the choose of vehicles can really affect a few things, and you're not wrong. Like sometimes in these late games where you can somehow hide this car, or should I say this is extremely open, then you may want a car like that to give you the most covering, right? They can allow you to at least like crouch or something. You don't have to always prone. So yeah, I do find it quite an actually important one as we come into this first game of the first qualifier of the Brazilian region. We've got some names that we've seen before maybe as well, but you know what? No problem. They've made the travels. They are now in the passionate region of the world, being Brazil, and they are here back onto that same map. From military base to hospital will be a playing path of the first game.
It's going to be an interesting one, of course. Teams can play, should I say? I keep saying teams. I'm just coming straight off of like Global Esports Tour, Tarzan. And like now we're coming into the solos. I should say players, because honestly, it is a little bit scarier coming into our South Island. I think that, yes, it's really exciting and you could go there. Also, George Paul is open, right, as one of those other hot drop locations. But you have to always acknowledge the fact that you don't have that team behind you, actually. You are just a solo player, so you need to really be worried about your positioning and really be careful about the way in which you position for these games, because actually it's very easy to fall. And we've seen that happen from previous matches where players have just dropped out of that slight mistake.
Yeah, of course. And we'll talk about hot drops. Of course, we didn't have the biggest lobby this time around, but in the past we had that before. We come through, we get more traction as we go through the days and the weeks. And right now, hot drops
King,
maybe
though?
in Pachinki. Grease King.
Is that Grease King from like the other regions? Yeah. I'm convinced that we've seen this name before, Tarzan.
Oh, for sure. And for sure, right now, there's no heat. The name says heat something, I'd say, like... And yeah, no heat in Pachinki. No problem. Maybe the heat is on Southern Island, because we for sure see two players who could still clash. One in Military Base, one in Novo. Two very good spots, like some of my favorite when it comes to classics, to say the least, because for competitive, I don't like it when I have to go through a bridge. It gives me traumatic experience, right? Like, it's every time, like, would there be someone trying to come, like, they hunt me down? We've got some of these crazy bridge tricks coming through, like, through the game evolving and players evolving as well. Like, some people can stand on top of the bridge, like all the way up top. Brilliant parkour skills, but this time around, they probably need some brilliant macro sense first, because we do have that circle going quite far to the northeastern side.
It's not an easy circle, but Stalber is inside of it, so I'm happy at least, Tarzan. But I had to echo also what you said back towards that bridge, and I think it is going to be something actually where you could see still a player or two try to gatekeep, particularly on that more eastern side of the bridge, because the eastern bridge actually is very much that high priority route coming out of the South Island. And as we already said, right, there are multiple players dropping on that South Island too. So you've got to actually look towards that south side when you think about that early aggression. But I'm just interested also to see how the players really also in the most basic form loot up in its looting stage. There's something I've not been able to actually talk about for quite a while, actually, but it's really important when you have these types of competitions at this type of level, how efficient and how are the players actually looting up in this early stage to then transfer that through to an efficient mid-game to late game as well.
Well, I love the fact that you mentioned efficiency, because iPulpo here for sure is not that efficient. And you sometimes see, like, in the small movements, you try to already assess the potential skill level of a player. Pulpo just ran into the wall like 3-4 times, like before he could actually vault through the window, right? So that's not a good one. Like, you need to warm up better. You need to really, train your fingers as well.
His cat was on his screen. Something does that.
Yes, I mean that's always a valid skill, I thought. I can accept that. Like the cat factor and no win. Like cat factor is somewhere on the other end of the spectrum of the term win condition, right? So I don't know. Maybe you can have a very good cat, like so good that they can play for you. Make you feel so much love. That like, I need to win. Some built
that's quite sad,
for you to have a better life.
Like if your cat can play better than you. Probably the case in me, right? But
I'm trying to twist it. I'm trying to twist it. I'm saying that it is. I'm not talking about the cat playing, you mongoose. I'm talking about like. Oh,
I was full on the idea of the cat train.
I mean, that's for sure something that we want to see. And if you do have some clips, send it on YouTube. I'll for sure share it for you. And right here's a dare, right? Like here's a little bit of a challenge for the production team. Like now that we've got you a humbling 6 players in the lobby, if we miss out on any kill, I'd be extremely furious. Okay, can we have it? That sounds
you heard it here first.
Yeah, but we've got some action to catch for sure. And right now in here, like South Georgia Bull Malcolm trying to slowly find a way up, the stairs, almost there, not quite there yet. Go on, son. You can do it
eventually. Oh, hang on. We need to pause, Dustin. We're gonna get across. There we go. We made it. Hallelujah! We've made it across the warehouse. Tarzan, Mayor Kim now approaching the crates. I'm a little bit concerned though. Okay, no, he dodges out the red crate. It's hard to do, Tarzan, but I'm glad he's found the left and right parts of his joystick.
No. Okay,
Oh, never
I
mind.
need.
He's lost them again.
I need a highlight level. Okay, no, we're past the crates now. We can't do.
Oh no,
like,
Tarzan.
level. Yeah, we're watching Forrest Gump right now. And you know what? Like, it actually reminds me of one of my favorite things to do. Like with some of my older friends, we do this thing where you try to run into war like it's a video game where you. It's like in the old days Pokemon, right? Like when you run into the wall, but you keep holding a joystick, you keep running at the wall, so your feet still moving, but you're going nowhere, right? Like, and that's one of my favorite things to do in real life. So I'm weird like that. I will not do it on camera, I promise you, so you don't have to dig your eyes out. But right here, we may be up for some good actions. And I am Bazoor here. No stranger to SkillzVault. Come on, he is the fancy one. He can spray, no problem. Come in here, hit the horn a little bit, and say, I am in town. Now come out and fight me.
It shouldn't be, of course, the rest of he should say, really, actually, when you look towards it, I actually think that is a brilliant position coming through from Bazoor, because of course at high ground, you can then, as you rightly see, throw those nades into the house. You're slightly missing them, they are going wide, but it is a nice attempt, it's a nice idea. I think that now it's about maybe that trigger discipline. You're trying to see him bait out the shots, but I think what would be better actually in this certain scenario is if he is quiet for long enough, you potentially see Hunt then move out and then become a little bit lax about the situation that he could actually find himself inside, and that's when Bazoor could actually optimally strike. Rather than making all this noise, it makes it very obvious also sound cue wise where actually Bazoor is, so then it makes it much easier for Hunt to actually dodge out behind him.
Yeah, I mean, like, Bazoor has these great senses in the past. He knows where to drive, where to track down some players, take good fights. Like, nonetheless, like, the execution does come through though. So with that macro sense coming through as well, this could be huge. Definitely trying to challenge with that one, and with the drop shot come through as well. But we'll get a little bit of reset, and it will be ring round the rosy maybe coming through in a second.
Not like the last time, Taz, and that was some extreme ring around the roses posies, but now, of course, is Bazoor going upstairs, and he's going to take control of the first floor for now. Fortunately for Hunt, he cannot realistically take this fight. He doesn't actually have all that much when it comes to it, which is surprising. And now as Bazoor takes through onto the roof, going even higher for even more scaling potential, it does get risky, but he might have lost him. Yes, he has. Hunt has actually done a dip, Tarzan. He's done a debate. He's moved away from the fight.
He's that player, if my memory serves me correctly, right? Like, he would do a quick emote before he gets into action. And you know what? Like, part of me, right? Like, I am an guy. I want someone to get punished, and there we go. I love it. I'm so sorry, Bazoor, but it's not the first time where he comes in and fails to find that line between aggressive play and disrespectful play.
He lost his man.
There we go.
Right? That's a mistake. He completely lost his man. Then gave the disrespect to jumping around inside the open. Failed, quite frankly, to jump that he was trying to make those fancy play makes. And rightly so, he gets punished. And I think actually, for Hunter, it's the best scenario for him. He picks up a kill where I think actually, had he gone into that straight on fight, it would have been a massive advantage overall to what Bazoor was really looking for.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I mean, he know the town good enough. Like he chose Pachinki. You need to know how to play Pachinki to jump there, right? And go back to one of these 3 stacks with the elevation and whatnot. React to just these info around him, right? Like, so got the footsteps, reposition, use third-person peek, amazing. Got those kills, And Malcolm will run into another wall. Let's see how that works out. And right now, one of the most lethal weapons in the hand, should I say, of the Hunter, can for sure do some hunting with that one. The Mark 14, one of my personal favorites.
Actually, Tarzan, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not sure if the Uzi or the Scorpion is really the best. Because, quite frankly, in the games recently, I've been having a lot of love with the AWM. I mean, you go in, you could just one-shot someone. I'm loving from range. Because I was a guy that always went into the 5th phase zone, the 6th phase zone, Tarzan. And I got a little bit too close, I'm not going to lie to you. The Uzi, the Scorpion, yes, the double short-range combo was great. but it wasn't good enough. And now that I can stay from range, I feel like honestly an AWM advert. Now I can stay from range, Tarzan. AWM's got me covered, and I can finally be good at the game.
Maybe you need the third. You need a third 9mm weapon, right? So I'm gonna ask you to choose a third one. So of course you've got your Uzi, you've got your Scorpion, right? And now you need a third one, right? So pick a third one. I have my pick, and I wonder if you know it. Sandstorm for sure knows it, and I'm going to test you, right? Like if I have to pick the third 9mm weapon, what would it be? So you need to pick one for yourself, and you have to guess the one that I would pick.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have a think here. See, I would probably, when I think, okay, 9mm, right? I probably look towards kind of more the obvious vector. I'm a little bit of a vector lover myself. I quite like a little bit of vector action in the early game. I'm not sure if you're a vector guy though, Tarzan, and I'm not sure if Hunter's an apartments guy either, because he's getting shot up right now. But as I continue to guess, I'm wondering if you're more kind of the Bison potentially. Could be the case. Could be the case, Tarzan. Are you a Bison type of guy?
I tell you what, like in previous 2DM tournaments and whatnot, I used the Vector. I also used Victor, which is one of the characters, because that character, if you don't know, actually his passive in the game, because you know that you can actually pick your phase in the game, but you can also pick a particular character, right? So you've got the side of using it like a bolty, I like it, but and the second one, why don't you just use auto mode? Okay, like that is pretty fancy. And a brilliant headshot right there as he takes down. I mean, like I would, like if I look at someone and they move like that, I would try to go for a full auto spray with the Mark 14 on 8x scope. I don't care. Like I need that feeling, right? Like it's one of the hardest things to control when it comes to recoil, but I do like it. But I digress. I'm a Vector guy, and when you use Victor, the character, the passive is actually to reduce your SMG reload time in TDM. So that's actually great to know. And so I use that for sure, and I've done TDM's tournaments in the past. I can send you clips as well, but right now, competitively, if I really have to pick, I'll go for the Bison, because what a beast with a 4x or 6x scope. Like you can use it like a DP if you don't have a DP.
Did I guess right? I guess right, Tarzan. Is what you're trying to say to me? Yes.
Yeah, I will say yes
like
and no. I'll say yes and no. You know what? I will say yes, but you can get extra points. But you can get extra points if you knew that my interesting is almost like I don't know. It's almost like a weird. What's the term? I forgot. So it's like this weird love for VSS as well, because like in the past I've used that gun in multiple maps, not Miramar maybe, but because how stealthy you can be when you strike well and just line it up and just kill someone before they know it. It's like because people react to like damage, obviously, and the sound. But the sound doesn't come through, and they just suddenly this screen goes extremely red, and they die. So I love the VSS for that reason.
Hunter, the long range shot, that was beautiful. I was going to say, actually, we got 2 players approaching the final level 1 in apartments, and down to 3 players. Hunter, he's actually making a real statement for himself in his first game. 3 kills. Yes, it didn't look super fancy inside the first one, of course, around Bazura, but now he's picking up all of these around apartments. He's in his form. He's in his element. And I think that Popo, moving forward, he might be unaware of his situation. It might be number 4.
He's like, guys, it's late. I know you want to rest. I'm gonna run it down. Okay,
speed run the game.
Get on with the next game. Right? It's like Popo's been running. I feel like the joystick has not stopped since. Oh no, I'm wrong. He just wants to do it even quicker with the bike. And here we go, the straight line challenge. Can we make it work on this? And then Popo's just still thinking, gathering up the gas, and he'll make the first turn in his life. Woohoo! That's a brilliant term that we're seeing here. You know what? I'm going to pass over to you. I need the most hyped up cast of what Popo's doing.
Oh no! He stopped! He stopped! This is a disaster, Tarzan. He lost the forward button. That's number 4 going over to Hunter. Honestly, I was really hoping that Popo, I had high expectations for him because I had high aspirations for him, Tarzan, coming in. An airdrop, give it over to Hunter as well. He spied it up. down to only him and Grease King. Grease King, if he can actually take the kill onto Hunter, there's still a chance, right? But if Hunter takes 5 kills in a 7-player game, gets a chicken dinner, oh boy, it's going to be hard to stop Hunter.
I mean, the math makes it so hard as well, like, because, okay, on one hand, is the math that makes it extremely hard for all the players to really tie or just push him down. You basically need to come back next week. But maybe we have more players, the second lobby, and then Hunter goes out pretty early, and this last player can... no, the next winner can maybe make it work. But on this hand, Hunter might be the first one ever to kill 100% of players in the lobby, except himself, right? So he can make it fancy as well. He can try to put an 8, kill someone and himself at the same time. So he can literally kill.
Wait, where did the last one go?
everyone.
We had 7, no? He needs 5.
we need
He
to
needs
find
5.
out,
He
right?
needs 6 kills in total. True. That is true, though. If he dominates the lobby, that effectively means that there is no mathematical way, in a sense, unless a player then can match and wipe out Hunter in doing so first, those 5-6 kills, which is also possible in the world of maths, in the world of complicated numbers that my small dogger brain is not good enough to think about. But I think it's going to be very hard, still, nevertheless, for a player to beat this dominance, because I think it's now, can Hunter also repeat this on Miramar? Can we see this dominant form through multiple different maps? Because also we've seen this in the past where players have gone in to Erangel and looked really darn strong, and then they enter up to Miramar and they just fall apart, man. They fall apart in the first, second zone when it comes to those positioning in those fights.
Yeah, and we need to see whether that will happen. And to be fair, I feel like the side of Bazour learned his lesson. It's not the first time that he got killed for playing cocky, though. So I really want some change coming from this player, maybe. I mean, the skills, when it comes to gun skills, is, for sure there, right? Right now, we have that circle man. Like, if this is a competitive game, painful one, right? Like, it push everything of the main island out, everything to the south to river, but Grease Kings do want to come in, and is actually going to be a challenge. Oh god, they know it's a 1v1, and Grease King actually found Hunter away from the next circle.
I can't believe we found each other in phase 3, Tarzan, in school, but Hunter has been having the power position of his life right now inside apartments. He's had everyone. They just come to him like a fly to a light.
Well, you know what? If I'm Hunter, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to drive. I'm going to bait him to shoot. And then, but you know what? This is also great.
No.
Okay. Goodbye. Wow. This is a record there, guys. We have officially found the first SkillzVault player, and we talk about talent in Brazil, and this is what we get. Someone who kills absolutely everyone in the lobby, and you know what? I wouldn't say that I would want this, I wouldn't want this another way, but mathematically still very, very glorious.
It's pretty hard to be Hunter right now. I think we probably are looking at someone, if as long as he shows up to the second game, they could be our first representative. He looks darn strong, though, Tarzan. He just sped run through that first game, quite frankly, on Erangel.
It's like everyone knows he's there. Like, they're running to school anyway, running to school and getting schooled. Honestly, there's like, come and teach me a lesson, okay, and then you die. I mean, that's a bit of a record. I mean, we've seen some records, set before with on Miramar.
Fastest game?
In the
Fastest game?
Vietnam region. Yeah, I mean, this could be close. I'm not joking. It's not the first time we've got these, but definitely the first time ever with someone killing absolutely everyone.
Oh, man. It's total dominance coming through for Hunter in this first game. I'm excited to see what he can do, though, on Miramar. Of course, so we've got to head through to a slight short break before we come through with that one, so we'll see you guys on the other side.
A huge amount of time spent on developing a new security standard in crypto has paid off. In November 2020, the Bitcoin Vault 3-key security solution was launched on mainnet. Therefore, Bitcoin Vault has delivered on its promise to become a cryptocurrency allowing reversible transactions. It is time to move forward. In the coming years, the team behind Bitcoin Vault will focus on 6 work streams. Number 1. Development. Our main goal here will be to become a part of a decentralized application ecosystem revolving around Ethereum 2.0. That's why we want to create a wrapped version of Bitcoin Vault by the end of 2021. Number 2. Security. We have our own team of blockchain security experts who audit the code on a regular basis. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's why we stay ahead of dangers and potential loopholes or bugs in the system. We will work with external partners to apply any fixes necessary, perform penetration tests, and at some point work with community and white hats on blockchain security. Number 3. User experience. Bitcoin Vault apps will continue to improve. In the coming years, we will focus on collecting user feedback and applying it to redesign our products to make them user-friendly, convenient, and fresh. Number 4. Products. Along with IT development, we are strongly focusing on market adoption with new products in the pipeline. In 2021, we want to launch staking products with our partner support and connect the Bitcoin Vault ecosystem to fiat currencies. Number 5. Marketing. Awareness. This will be our marketing and communication focus for the next few years. Despite years of rapid development, only a small percentage of people around the world use crypto. It's time for a change. And last but not least, number 6. Quantum computing. The final workstream is more long-term. We are looking at quantum computing concepts with a lot of expectations. What would that mean for blockchain and distributed ledger technology? We will partner with public institutions and private businesses to find a new role for blockchain projects supporting emerging technologies. We cannot predict the future, but we can shape it. Join us. Find out more by visiting our website at btcv.com. Hello BTCV enthusiasts! In this video you will find instructions on how to receive or deposit BTCV, as well as how to make secure, fast, secure and cancel transactions. Before we start, make sure you already created a 3-key Vault wallet on your Gold Wallet app. You will also need your fast transaction key and cancel transaction key to make transactions. How to receive or deposit BTCV. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Select the wallet to which you want to deposit or receive BTCV. Tap Receive. Tap Share Wallet Address to share your wallet address or the QR code with the person who is going to send you BTCV. You can also indicate the amount of BTCV you would like to receive. That's it! How to make a secure, fast transaction. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Select your 3-key Vault wallet from which you want to send BTCV. Tap Send. Enter the amount of BTCV you want to send. Enter the wallet address of the person you want to send it to. You can also tap the QR code icon to scan the QR code of the wallet. You can also add an optional note. Select Secure Fast Transaction from the list. Tap Next. Open the Fast Transaction Key PDF on your second device. Tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. Scan the private key QR code from the PDF. Check the details and tap Send Now. Enter your transaction password and tap Confirm. Your transaction is now complete. Tap Return to Dashboard to return to the main screen. How to make a secure transaction. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Select your 3-key Vault wallet from which you want to send BTCV. Tap Send. Enter the amount of BTCV you want to send. Enter the wallet address of the person you want to send it to. You can also tap the QR code icon to scan the QR code of the wallet. You can also add an optional note. Select Secure Transaction from the list. Tap Next. Check the details and tap Send Now. Enter your transaction password and tap Confirm. Your transaction is now complete. Tap Return to Dashboard to return to the main screen. How to cancel a transaction. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Select your 3-key Vault wallet from which you want to cancel the transaction. Tap Cancel. Select the transaction you want to cancel and tap Next. Set a transaction fee. Enter the address of the wallet where you want to send your funds. You can also tap Use address of this wallet to revert the funds to the current wallet. You can also add an optional note. Tap Next. Open the Cancel Transaction Key PDF on your second device and type in the seed phrase to the mobile device. You can also scan the private key QR code. Now open the Fast Transaction Key PDF on your second device and type in the seed phrase to the mobile device. You can also scan the private key QR code. Check the details and tap Cancel Now. Enter your transaction password and tap Confirm. Your transaction is now cancelled. Tap Return to Dashboard to return to the main screen. Thank you for watching.
Hey,
That was close.
hey. That was close. That was very close to the game because, actually, we are starting the next game in like 1 minute. So, guys, talking about the first game, it was pretty fast, yeah, and not a lot of people in the lobby. So I keep my fingers crossed that this message will go to one of our stars. I hope there will be a full lobby, but 7 people, I think you can do more. But talking about this match, because this is the last country we have in SkillzVault. So where is Brazil in this list of countries?
We're still, I think, getting past the idea, Testry, that there's a joystick in the game sometimes with these players. That sounds pretty harsh, but it's a lot of room for improvement, let's put it that way.
Like, Testry's like that friend who knows he can ask a question and put you on the spot, and then he's like giggling on the side. I'll see how you guys talk about
no.
6-man bloody lobby. What do you mean? But we are getting there. Is my answer. Like, we are getting there.
We are still waiting. We are still waiting. And we are still waiting for you guys.
Well, you know what? I think at least Hunter is a decent player. He's a decent player. I mean, his shots are okay, but I mean, that is probably the basic level, right? Like, you asked us that question the other day, Testry, to rank certain skills, right? You've got like gun skills, sprays, and maybe driving, game sense, something like that. So yeah, he's got the most important thing down: gun skills.
All right. So we cannot wait to see him in another game, and I think it is kind of ready. Yeah, I think it's ready today. We are going very, very fast, guys, and all right, we are on Miramar right now, and the plane is ready to. With 4 guys, all right. I hope the
You want to
pilot
do this
will
together?
jump off 2.
We can
so
like
we will
trio
have 5
cast
guys on the map. No, it's not trio cast, it's duo cast. So again, the stage is yours, guys. All right.
Okay.
Oh no, he left us. Tarzan is gone. What will we do?
fine.
But it's definitely Hunter
What do you
in the
mean?
lobby.
Like, it's time in Narnia. Like his lost
Yeah.
years right in there. Like it doesn't matter. You have to get back and rule the peasants in that world. As we see, these 4 players right here, we've seen them all. Last game, 2 of them are known for running in a straight line and getting stuck to things. We've got Grease King,
No,
who
Tarzan
was-
don't.
and we've got Hunter. And you know what? Let's do some glorious announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, by the power that mathematics has invested in me, I can announce that Hunter has won the first qualification of the Brazilian region of skills.
He doesn't need to do
Just
anything.
Clap your hands and see how he will kill everyone once again, and we'll have the second record right here where he kills absolutely everyone in the whole qualifier.
So you're telling me that he could just jump off a cliff right now and still win? Is this what you're telling me?
Yes, and yes,
But if he
it's
does it,
actually-
though-
yes,
But if he
Is it-
does it, he's got to do it in style. Like he's got to jump off like Picado Hill. He's there, right? He's in Picado, but do it on a beat bus. He has to just go full boost force out of the top of that cliff and into his death. That's the most spectacular way to
yeah.
die.
And now, by the power of mathematics invested in me, I'm here to realize that I made a mistake. And to be fair, like if someone else got, because people got those placement points in it, so right now,
Right, Greece
can
is
he
still here.
go out? Yeah, I mean, like but that's the thing though. It's a difference of 60 points. Right, like 60 points in
True.
those.
I think
in
you
those
might be right
placement
though. I
points.
think you might be okay. I think your maths is
Sure.
solid. I think your
You know
maths
what?
is okay
I'm not
purely
sure.
because there's less players. But there's less players right in the lobby. So, oh, hello, the Hunter. Actually, I think secures a Tarzan. Mayo Kim got dropped.
Malkim's 74. No, my friend. You know, like sometimes you just get to appreciate the name a little bit more, you know, when you don't have a lot of them. And it's like friends. So when you have one and they drop dead, okay, that sounds extremely sad.
Tarzan, where are we
No,
going
I'm gonna
with
take
this?
that. Hey, but you know what? Yeah, then you would know their names better. You know, like you ask them, do this player interview. Why is your name Mao Kim? And why is it 74 and not 68? Right? And Hunter with the name, why do you have a weird thing underneath the E of the word Hunter? And of course, you know what? This is the treat of the day, and you will not expect this coming, right? Are you ready?
Okay,
you
hit me.
for sure will not expect this. The word at the front and end of Hunter's name is actually Chinese, and it means air.
Tarzan, you did not just do this to me. I was not expecting the Chinese to come out tonight, Tarzan, but by golly was I appreciative of it.
Well, you know what? Yes, I mean, that is the power. Like, we are setting ourselves up for a strong region tomorrow. So we have players' name also, including the glorious characters from
Transition.
that region as well. Yeah, but
It's a
we want to
transition.
see some
It's-
Grease King action.
All right. It's optimal film industry style. It's the transition with Chinese characters, soft into the finals of China tomorrow. I'm excited for those. I'm excited still for what Grease King can do because I think, although, right, yes, Hunter is believably mathematically qualified into that first position to play with the stars. I'm also excited to see if Grease King can still shut Hunter down, right? If we can still see improvements from some of these players, because I want to see these improvements. And I particularly want to see them from Grease because we've seen him through the entirety of the tournament. We don't talk about what we just saw at Tarzan. We don't talk about that. We talk about more the beat bus because I want to see that improvement. And there is no
Yes.
higher improvement than that beat bus driving skill. I mean, he is driving it like pro right now.
He's got like these six senses. He's driving straight towards. Okay, fair enough. You've seen the flare gun, so that is for sure the "come fight me" sign. And I don't know who shot that,
Right.
but last time I saw Ipopo, he's got a bloody Winchester and decided to shoot into the wall. So I'm not sure whether that lad is ready to fight. And right now, of course, you rely on this, but Hunter's already
Oh,
on
no,
his way.
Grease.
But the one who shot
No,
him is
Grease.
Grease. Oh god. Grease,
Oh no,
have you
he's in
seen
the open,
Stroud?
Tarzan!
Have you seen
Guess who's
Stroud
coming for
actually
him?
dying?
He got a nade. No, not a nade. Hunter, please no. Don't do this to me. Don't land that
Dude.
nade on point.
Oh
Okay,
no!
phew. It was too short.
You don't know
He's
where it's
giving
coming
himself
from.
away. He's going in. Oh no. He gets shot down. Why would you do that? Grease King, Japan region representative, dropped once more by Hunter. A second kill for him. That definitely secures a Tarzan. He is like he's on zoomies right now, Tarzan, in this 2 games tonight. I thought I was the dog here in tonight's games, but he's making me look like I've dropped the ball. He's got the ball and he's running about with it.
Man was running with the Winchester and an SKS. You can't blame him for that. Like, he's got the confidence to come in with some of the craziest guns combinations I've seen. Now, I don't think I've seen single, maybe one Winchester kills, in this lobby, in this tournament. But I want to see more. And how is Hunter doing this? Right? Like, I mean, of course, we will see. Okay, here's your gun. Here's the AWM. Maybe that's how we end tonight.
That's true. That is true. I want to see him like just pure run it into the final player, and I want to see that 1v1 happen. I don't know, Tarzan. If we go
Phase
to
one.
phase 9, best filler for casting, but then there's this game, Tarzan. For another 25 minutes with 2 players in the lobby.
No, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I always do this thing. I think time is obviously quite standardized, but, when things are relative, it's always quite interesting. It's like, I've wasted 2 hours doing this, and in 2 hours, we've got some humans
never
on
wasted.
Earth that ran, like, miles. Like, they've gone so far in 2 hours, and you've barely moving a single meter. And sometimes
Oh,
that's
no.
life,
He's there.
right? Like, so...
Oh my days! He's found him! Tarzan, it's over! It's done! It's 7 minutes flat! That's a speed run and a half! He just wiped the entire lobby! Tarzan, what is Hunter doing in those 2 games? How fast can you win PUBG, man?
I've never on broadcast feel like I need to just kind of contemplate the meaning of life and everything. I'm here to do some casting, and I don't know what I've done. It's probably decent. My mum will still be extremely proud of me. She's now in the kitchen waiting. I don't know. Well done, Hunter.
She wasn't expecting you for another hour, man, but Hunter made sure that you were coming
Right.
back.
Okay, like, that is 2 records set today, and that's enough for me to be proud. And like, man's like, am I back? And yes, phase 1
Already?
finishes. Phase 1, and we are done. And secondly, he killed absolutely bloody everyone in the 2 qualifications.
He up to the down.
Games. To be fair, he was pretty decent though. Like, I mean, like, I would clench my butt so hard I would miss that last shot. Man, you can speak. And I can't hear him.
He's muted. Oh no! He's muted.
He's doing that
They want to
dance
press him
again.
back Tarzan after phase 1. They got the mute button.
Padło
Some-
chyba, co? Okay, so that wasn't my fault, actually. That wasn't my fault. So you can hear me right now?
Yes.
Perfect. So I said that we are back in the studio, guys. That was very, very fast game. That was actually very fast qualifiers. I've heard you were talking about your mom. So I'm imagining this conversation. Mom, I'm going to cast a tournament right now. So
Yes.
See you in an hour. So yeah, it is like super
Bloody
super
hell,
fast. Yeah. So
To be
so
fair,
I think it's okay. I think it's okay because we can like now talk for an hour, make a long interview
Hit me.
With both of you, or we can finish right now and
don't test me like that.
go
I
to
will
sleep,
do that
sleep.
for 5 hours if you need me to. Right? So yes, I'm down
Oh,
for
we can
anything.
be here. Yeah.
We can be here, yes, for sure.
Yeah, but
we meet
also
again
need
tomorrow
you
as
tomorrow.
well.
True.
Yes,
I did need
we also
sleep.
need you
What
tomorrow.
is sleep? Can you eat sleep? What
I know,
is
right?
sleep?
We could
I
just
don't
we could just
understand.
cast until the end. We could like
How do you
PUBG
spell
live
sleep?
stream.
Okay, that's like philosophical, you know. You can cast until the end, yeah. And I imagine
Yes.
a caster
Never
who
switch
is
it off.
like casting till the end, you know, but not till
World
the end
record.
of the tournament.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
world
mean, never
record.
turn off
He's
the stream.
casting till the
Like,
end.
get the GOT computer. Stream everything in my life. Like, this room will be here. You will be looking at this, you know, for 86 years to come. I will come. Okay, no, I'm going to go into things that could be disturbing, so I'm not going to. I will be old, but
you-
no.
No,
It's gonna
Tarzan.
be
This is what you done. Like this is what we've done to like a guy like
I've
Tarzan.
done. It's what
when you come
Hunter's
into
done,
like a third phase and a first phase, we don't even get to the late game. Tarzan's like, what has happened, man? Like,
You broke my brain.
Where's my game gone? Where's my time gone on it?
Like all the normal
So, yeah, we have a plan.
transitions, you know. Go for it. No, I'm running out of logical and normal things to say. I'm going to go insane if you allow me to speak anymore, so Testry, take it away.
Okay, I'm taking it away. Thank you so much, guys, for today, and see you in a few hours because we are
Yes.
starting the China final, and I cannot wait because for now China is the best, China #1, and we will see it tomorrow, I think. So thank you so much for today. It was a very quick evening, I could say, but you know, it is just a warm-up, yeah, it is just the beginning.
Yes.
So to all of you from Brazil, come play with us. As you saw, it is pretty easy to get $250 at least, so come on, play with us and stay with SkillzVault. Thank you so much, guys. Professor Tarzan and Highland Wolf. See you
Pleasure.
tomorrow.
Cryptocurrencies, it's like a virtual money. You can start it, you can spend it, transfer it, you can store it for short term or long term, like an investment. But overall speaking, it's like a virtual money. You can use it to buy things either online or offline.
A huge amount of time spent on developing a new security standard in crypto has paid off. In November 2020, the Bitcoin Vault 3-key security solution was launched on mainnet. Therefore, Bitcoin Vault has delivered on its promise to become a cryptocurrency allowing reversible transactions. It is time to move forward. In the coming years, the team behind Bitcoin Vault will focus on 6 work streams. Number 1. Development. Our main goal here will be to become a part of a decentralized application ecosystem revolving around Ethereum 2.0. That's why we want to create a wrapped version of Bitcoin Vault by the end of 2021. Number 2. Security. We have our own team of blockchain security experts who audit the code on a regular basis. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's why we stay ahead of dangers and potential loopholes or bugs in the system. We will work with external partners to apply any fixes necessary, perform penetration tests, and at some point work with community and white hats on blockchain security. Number 3. User experience. Bitcoin Vault apps will continue to improve. In the coming years, we will focus on collecting user feedback and applying it to redesign our products to make them user-friendly, convenient, and fresh. Number 4. Products. Along with IT development, we are strongly focusing on market adoption with new products in the pipeline. In 2021, we want to launch staking products with our partner support and connect the Bitcoin Vault ecosystem to fiat currencies. Number 5. Marketing. Awareness. This will be our marketing and communication focus for the next few years. Despite years of rapid development, only a small percentage of people around the world use crypto. It's time for a change. And last but not least, number 6. Quantum computing. The final workstream is more long-term. We are looking at quantum computing concepts with a lot of expectations. What would that mean for blockchain and distributed ledger technology? We will partner with public institutions and private businesses to find a new role for blockchain projects supporting emerging technologies. We cannot predict the future, but we can shape it. Join us. Find out more by visiting our website at btcv.com.